And action. All right. Let's do this thing. It's Sunday, February 15th, 2025. This is the Original OC channel. I am your host, Original OC. Smart watch talk for the smart collector on this Sunday. It's Watch News Sunday, and it's Daytona Sunday. Daytona Sunday. The Daytona 500 is coming up later today, and I'm going to be watching it. I'm going to watch it from beginning to end. It's going to be so exciting. Do you guys watch the Daytona 500? Did you even know it was on today? Let me move myself over here. How about this? There we go. Did you even know that the Daytona 500 was on today? Probably not. Do you guys watch NASCAR? I don't really watch. I mean, NASCAR was kind of big when I was growing up. I grew up in the South, like below the age of 10. It's big in the South. Still is, right? Isn't NASCAR still big in the South? When I was growing up, Richard Petty was the man. Richard Petty, baby, in the STP car. STP car 43. And then later, Jeff Gordon, I guess, was a big star. Right? The Daytona 500 isn't as famous as the Indianapolis 500, right? I think the Indy 500 is more famous. I just remember the Indy pace cars. The Indy pace cars were a thing. Loved the Indianapolis 500 pace cars. You'd always have a special edition car, like a Trans Am or a Corvette or something. Daytona 500, do they have pace cars? Do they have like a special pace car for the Daytona 500? Listen, I know Daytona is in the Daytona 500 is in Florida, which is way better weather than Indianapolis. That's for sure. But yeah, the Daytona, shout out to Rose, big NASCAR fan. He'll be watching. Who are the most famous Daytona 500 winners in history? Daytona 500 winners. People I don't know. People I've never heard of before. Yeah. Listen, it's cool. The cars are cool. They got big numbers on them. They've got crazy colors. They've got big, giant decals on the hood. What's not to like? Hey, anyway, we're going to get to the topic at hand coming up in 5 minutes. We're going to do a short Watch News Sunday stream this morning. We're going to build. It's going to be easy. It's only going to take a few minutes. The thing is, it really doesn't take more than a couple of minutes. See, there's whole channels that spent years and years analyzing the watch industry and how to collect watches and what should your watch strategy be and how to get from the AD. buy, seller, trade, go gray market, do the dream. It's simple, guys. It's been under our noses the entire time. I can build you a perfect two-piece collection in about 5 minutes. Doesn't take more than 5 minutes. This has all been a colossal waste of time. We've been engaged in one of the biggest frauds perpetrated on the American public in history. The fraud of watch collecting, wasting literally trillions of hours psychoanalyzing this nonsense, when the reality is we can just fucking accomplish it and win in about 5 minutes. And that's what we're going to do today on the stream. We're going to build the perfect two-piece collection. And then we're done. And then this show is over. This channel will be retired because there's no need to discuss all this other nonsense. It's a fucking waste of time. This is completely unproductive. I can't imagine how empty and vapid your lives have to be right now in order to be watching this. All right, I'm having fun. I'm having a little fun this morning. I really am going to do a short stream. I'm going to do a short stream. I'm going to relax. It's a holiday weekend. It is, I think is it President's Day weekend? What's the weekend? It's a holiday, actual holiday. It's a 3-day weekend for me because I don't have to go to work. I don't have to go to work on Mondays, guys. It's perfect. I don't have to go to work on Monday. But let's do this. Listen, let's make it fun. Let's make it, when I say interactive, that doesn't mean people are going to be on the panel. I know you guys don't jump on the panel. That's cool. It's all good. Let's see who's in the chat, though. Let's see what we got. Holy crap, already up to 6 people? That's awesome. 6 people. Upvote the live stream. Let's see who we have in the chat. Let me pull up a picture. Set the mood. All right. Stream's over, guys. Have a great Sunday. Have an amazing holiday weekend. Take care. What else is there to do? The stream's over. Your entire watch collecting hobby is over. I just completed it. That's it. That's all there is to it. You guys and you're, watching endless hours of live streams and you're reading articles, spending hours on European Watch Company, Instagram. Look at this watch. Oh my God, this watch is sick. No, this watch is sick. Oh, check out this watch. This watch is sick. No, this watch is sick. Colossal fucking waste of time. All of this is a waste of time. Speedmaster this and the Cartier that. Oh my God, AP. Guys, you guys just don't know what you're doing. So we're going to end this charade. Is it charade or charade? We're going to end this charade right now, guys. That's the French way. Charade. Now, well, just listen. We put up this is your 2-piece. You're going to do a 2-piece combo, okay? And that's it. And then you're done. Stop wasting your time being so unproductive. Reading articles and live streams, this and that, so on and so forth. It's just, it's nonsense. You guys, you and your 50 watch collections. I'm partially to blame. CKM for now. Member of the OC channel. Love that green Rolex. The watch on the left is a mint green Rolex Datejust. Rolex Datejust, fluted bezel. That's a white gold bezel. Stainless steel case and bracelet. It's got the Jubilee bracelet. It's the mint green. What's not to like about that watch? What's not to like? Got original Mathis, member of the OC channel. Let's go. What's up, Mathis? Who else do we got here? We've got the ghost, or actually ghost. He's removed the the. It's cleaner. Remove the. It's cleaner. Ghost of Yiddish Gambino, also a member. I'm visiting Kansas this weekend. Only went, I love this run-on sentences with no punctuation. When you're doing social media, like doing comments in the post, no punctuation needed at all. Just fucking cram it all together. I have to figure it out. You just type, and I'll try and make sense of what you're doing. Visiting Kansas this weekend, period. Visiting Kansas this weekend, thought complete. Only went to the one combined Rolex Patek Philippe authorized dealer within a 3-state area, period. This part of the country is a watch wasteland. They really don't treat the flyover states well when it comes to ADs. Yeah, and the more expensive and exclusive your brand, the less access to watch information and actual watches you have. If you like FP Journe, I think you can only go to like Beverly Hills, New York, and Miami, right? If you like Patek, there's only like 35 places in the entire United States that even have Patek. Rolex is a lot more prevalent, but even they are paring back. They usually trim 10% of their ADs every single year. Well, Ghost Swedish Gambito, hope you had a good time visiting the one Rolex and Patek dealer in Kansas. Which city, without doxing yourself, tell us where in Kansas you were. Were you in, I don't even know all the cities in Kansas. What are the biggest cities in Kansas? Most populated cities in Kansas. What do we got here? Oh, okay. We got Overland Park. Overland Park, very famous city. We got Kansas City, and you got Topeka, baby. Got Topeka. Oh, and Wichita. The Wichita lineman. He's hanging on the line. Yeah. Overland Park, Topeka, you got your Kansas City, and you got your Wichita. Wichita. What city was it in? I'm curious. You also got a Kansas City in Missouri. You know, isn't that confusing? Kansas City, they got Kansas City in Kansas, and they got Kansas City in Missouri. Hey, look at this. We got Tobister McDonkey in the chat. Just rolls off the tongue. Tobister McDonkey. Trigger warning, I'm wearing my Grand Seiko GMT right now. Awesome watch. Hey, I'm not triggered. I'm not triggered because all of this collecting strategy, all of this pontificating, the 80 games, the journey, spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on Patek and all this stuff. It's like it's been a fraud. It's a sham. It's a sham. It's a ripoff. You just do you're going to do a 2-piece combo meal deal, and then you're done. And then you're done. Finito. Finito. That's an Italian word. Finito. Don't need to do anything else. You just do your 2-piece combo, and it's like, can we move on? Can we just move on? Can we just, be more productive? Like maybe pick up a book and read, or I don't know, go outdoors and go for a walk. Maybe do some hiking, ride a bike. Something that kids today don't do. They don't know how to ride a bike. I used to ride my bike everywhere. No helmets. I'm against helmets on bikes. Who's going to ride them? Big old helmet. I'm glad I grew up in the age of no helmets and no seatbelts. No, but enjoy your Grand Seiko GMT. Send me a picture on Instagram. If I catch it, I'll pull it up. We're here to celebrate everything. We celebrate all watches here. But like, if you really, we do way too much thinking, overthinking. We do overthinking, over analyzing, over strategizing. And people just, they buy Oris and Oris and Oris and Oris, and then Omega, 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 Omega. They're lost. They're lost. Just buy a 2-piece Rolex combo meal deal, and you're done. You're just done, and just move on with your life. Just move on. Now, which 2 pieces to get? That's the question. Because listen, my tastes are a little bit different than yours. Way different. Maybe this isn't the right 2-piece for me. Maybe my 2-piece is like, instead of a day just, maybe it's a day date, right? And then instead of the like a no date sub, maybe it's something else. I don't know. But like for 84.3% of you guys, this is probably good enough. You're just wasting your time. Wasting your time with these silly live streams. You know, clickbait thumbnails. Oh man, just take back your Sundays. Take back your Sundays. Take back your late nights. Get some sleep. Get some sleep instead. No one really watches NASCAR. They put it on and take a Sunday nap. Then they wake up for the last 10 laps. You gotta be awake for the beginning, like when there's like the pace car and everyone's being held in place. Who's got pole position? There's flags flying around. And they're off. Whatever they do. Guy with the flag. We've got the green flag is out and we're off. You gotta be around for that. And then the last 10 laps. Everything else you can watch in a highlight reel. Ooh, there was a crash. There was a crash. Is there a particular driver for whom you are rooting today? Let me know in the chat. Hey, look at this. We got Rose, member of the OC channel. He's a huge NASCAR fan, big fan of the Daytona 500. He'll be watching every second of today's race. Let's go racing. I want to make sure you guys don't miss the Daytona 500. Daytona 500 start time. It's going to start at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Well, this will be way off the air way before that. We're going to be off the air in about. We'll do a short stream. We'll do a short, like maybe 15-minute stream, and we'll be done. And then we'll turn you loose to enjoy your Sunday. Rose, let's go racing. He's a big fan of the wall trips. He likes the wall trips and the, who else do you like? We were talking about this the other day. There's the wall trips, and then there's like brothers. There's like all kinds of brothers. Like this brother and that brother. There's like John Earnhardt. Then there's like Peter Earnhardt. And then there's like, Gary Earnhardt, Steve Earnhardt. And then there's Dale and Chip. There's all these, everyone's like, there's like Richard Petty and like John Petty. Emilio Petty. It's like it runs in the family from like generation to generation. I can't remember all the names, but he's got his favorites. Rose is a big NASCAR guy. Watch question from Tobister McDonkey. Is the Daytona two-tone with the champagne dial an authorized purchase? Wow. Well, let's take a look. I'm going to produce. I'm producing the show today. And as I produce, I'm going to pull up content. Here we go. Boom. The Daytona in two-tone is underrated. Let's take a look and configure the two-tone Daytona of our dreams. Yellow Rollosaur. What a terrible name. So many bad names in the watch industry. Rollosaur. It sounds like eyesore. Rollosaur. But anyway, that's what they call two-tone. The yellow Rollosaur. They also have white Rollosaur, which is a Datejust with a white gold bezel. They call that white Rollosaur. What the fuck? Just call it fluted bezel. So here we go. We got the Daytona in stainless steel with yellow gold, oyster bracelet. Do not buy the black diamond. Don't buy black diamond. This is just too busy. Black diamond. Do 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 do. Ooh. Black diamond. Don't buy it. Don't buy black diamond. White dial is great if you're a girl. If you are one of my female audience members, this is a great watch for you. Two-tone with the white dial. And then you've got two men's choices. You got champagne and you got black. Those are the two acceptable choices. And so, you know what? These are approved. These are approved. The 126503 is approved. The 116, I think you meant 503 there, right? But let's put it to a vote. And here's how we're going to vote. We're going to start off with a poll. We're going to get some engagement. We're going to get to 10 votes. The first 10 votes will determine the winner. Which two-tone Daytona do you prefer? And it's simple. It's a simple choice. Okay, and the poll is live. Boom. We're doing a poll, and we're just going to get 10 votes. Which two-tone Daytona do you prefer? Do you prefer the black dial, which is this one right here? Boom. Or do you prefer champagne? These are your two choices. Wow, $24,000. $24,000 for two-tone. Now, when I first got into this hobby, which is about 6-7 months ago, these were $17,000. So they've gone from 17 to 24,000. That's quite a jump. Quite a jump. Let's see. Let's vote in the poll, guys. Which one do you prefer? Tobuster wants the champagne, but let's see if we can give him a little bit of peer pressure. Because after all, watches are about the impression that you make on other people. It's not about what you like. Don't buy what you like. Don't buy what you love. Buy what other people like. And it's pretty close. Boom, poll's over. We did a snap poll, guys. Did a snap poll, and here are the results. If you didn't get the chance to vote in the polls, you were too slow. Listen, this show isn't for people who are lazy. This isn't for lazy. You got to be engaged. We want high engagement. So if you were one of the 10 people that got to vote in the poll, your vote counted. And if you were dilly-dallying, if you were like washing the dishes or you're making a ham sandwich or something, and you didn't get a chance to vote, too bad. Too bad. So sad. But here are the results for those of you watching on the live, on the replay. Which two-tone Daytona do you prefer? Black dial is the winner with 60% of the vote. Black dial, The winner with 60% of the vote, champagne dial, 40%. Those are the two choices. White dial is great if you're a chick. If you're a chick, get the white dial. Do not buy black diamond under any circumstances. Black diamond is hideous. So Toaster, there you go. It is approved. It's approved. It's a good watch. I mean, it is, after all, it is a Rolex Daytona. It is a Rolex Daytona. You can't have a problem with that. Thank you for the question. Look at this. We had Julius Caesar in the chat, also a member. Definitely cliche picks, but the Submariner and the Datejust fluted bezel Jubilee bracelet is a great combo. Yeah, it is cliche, but maybe it's cliche for a reason, right? Maybe this is just the ultimate two-piece combo and everything else is just a colossal waste of time. You know? But it is interesting how people have very strong feelings about the Datejust. You know? Very strong feelings. It can't be smooth bezel. God forbid you get a Datejust with a smooth bezel. Or if you get it with a fluted bezel but with an oyster bracelet, it's not the same. It's not the same. Guys, it has to be fluted bezel and Jubilee. I mean, I didn't make the rules. It's just how it has to be. Okay? You got a two-piece combo. You got the sub that has a brushed oyster bracelet. You're not going to get another oyster. You're not going to get an oyster bracelet with polished center links. You're going to get Jubilee. A little bit of glitzy. It's a tad bit femme. You know, want a little bit of femme? Go with the Jubilee. Then you get the iconic fluted bezel. It's white gold. It plays with the light. You don't want smooth. I mean, come on. This stuff is not rocket science, guys. It's not hard to figure out. You get a sport watch, you get a dressier watch. They both say Rolex. They both have a crown. You're done. You're done. And that's it. And that's the show. All right. Thanks for watching. See ya. All right. For those of you still here, we'll talk for a couple more minutes. A few more minutes. The word is loyalty. So we need loyal watch. We need loyal Rolex lovers to come to the realization that it's just time for two watches, and they have to be Rolex. They just have to be Rolex, guys. Enough of this nonsense with the IWCs and the Panerais and the this and the that and the so on and so forth. On the same token, this, on the same token, that. Just enough, guys. Pick your Datejust. Now, for me, it's going to be a date. I actually don't have a Datejust. I actually don't have a Datejust or a Submariner. I'm guilty. I've been down the rabbit hole on a long, winding journey. This brand at that brand, this brand at that brand. You just gotta go Rolex from the beginning. And then people say, but OC, what if you don't have enough money for a Rolex? What if you just have enough money for a new Speedy? The new Speedies are like 8,000-9,000. Come on. Just go Rolex. People make fun of me. They're, OC, why are you so elitist? Why are you always telling people to reach for the crown? I don't know, because it's the best. Why waste your time with stuff that's not the best? I don't know. These are simple answers. I'm happy to field your questions. Why do you encourage people to buy Rolex? You think that's a serious question? I mean, any idiot can defend that all day long. Rolex is the best. It's just simple as that. But what about people who like, Longines? Good, great. Like your Longines, but don't buy it. Save up your money and get the Rolex. Simple. Hey, Jen G's in the chat, member of the OC channel. Did you put some cinnamon in your McCafe today? I didn't have my coffee yet. I wanted to do a stream first, and we're almost done. I think we've been going for like 6 minutes, maybe another 9 minutes. We'll round out a short 15-minute stream. And then I'm done. I'm done. I'm gonna go to Mickey D's. I'm gonna get a large coffee. I'm gonna plop myself down in front of the Daytona 500. I'm gonna watch the cars flying back and forth. I'm gonna watch Richard Petty and the 43 car, Dale Earnhardt, and Jeff Gordon. And those guys battle it out. We're gonna do a watch along. Should I do a watch along stream? I'll probably get copyright strike. Do a watch along. Just play the fucking Daytona 500 on the screen. We'll just watch along and we'll just comment on it. No, that won't get flagged by NASCAR. No problem. No, but I don't put cinnamon. I don't mess with it. I'm not going to tell you what my exact order is. By the way, I had a great Valentine's dinner with Mrs. OC last night. Shout out to the folks at PF Chang's. When did PF Chang's get so expensive? But we went early and we sat at the bar. We have a bartender there. The team of bartenders there is the same people that have been there for like a decade. They treat us really well. And we sit at the bar. We don't waste time. It was packed. Valentine's Day was packed. It was crazy busy. We got there early, probably 5:30, maybe 5:15. Grabbed our 2 spots at the bar. Got some edamame. I got some firecracker shrimp, Mongolian beef. Shout out to Mongolian beef. And yeah, $87 with tip for PF Chang's. But it was worth it. We went out, enjoyed the night. What did you do for Valentine's Day, everybody? Let us type it in the chat. I'm catching up on the chat. Don't worry, I'm gonna move a little bit faster, and then we'll end the show. I'll move a little bit faster, then we'll end the show. If you want, I'll even configure a date, or a Submariner for you. If you like, drop your. How about this? What'd you do for Valentine's Day? What'd you have for dinner last night? What are you doing today? For whom are you rooting in the Daytona 500? Are you watching or not? And then finally, after all those questions are answered, which configuration, Datejust and Submariner, would you choose? If you had to get rid of everything and you had to go down to the Rolex essentials, the Datejust and the Submariner, which configurations would you choose? And be detailed. Don't make us a guess. Oh, like I like the green Datejust and the black Sub. Insufficient information, insufficient data. Exactly which dial, exactly which bezel, exactly which bracelet. Which Submariner? Date, no date, blue, black, two-tone, full gold. There's all kinds of them. Let us know exactly which ones. Take your time. Make your comments valuable. Type in some valuable comments in the chat. Like this one from ZD, who's a member of the channel. I got a new watch. That's the best. That's one of the best ways to start off a sentence. One of the best ways to start off your comment is I got a new watch. Here's the second sentence that you do not want to type in the chat. It's from a brand you just said is dead and over. Is it dead? I don't know. I got a watch. It's from a brand you said is dead and over. I said, fuck it, and bought it anyway. As you say, this isn't a financial advice channel. What's up, ZD? You're welcome to unbox it anytime. Shoot me a note. We'll figure it out. We might be doing an unboxing stream this Friday. This Friday night, we may be doing an unboxing stream. So if you want to be part of that, we're doing it for, I won't name the cause yet, but we'll be doing it for a cause. The cause will not be the original OC Foundation, although that is an extremely worthy cause. It'll be for an actual charity. Congratulations in advance. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody what you got. We like surprises. So don't tell a single soul. Lock it in the safe and then come on and unbox it this Friday night or any other time. Just let me know. If you have a particular cause, with which you have an affinity, let me know. Okay. There is no situation in which this collection doesn't work. Wow, that's a bold statement from Rose. Rose's got an amazing collection. He's got everything. He's a part of the Moser Club. By the way, I'm part of the Calvin Klein Club. I'll be unboxing a watch that I bought 5 years ago. I'm going to be unboxing it at a meetup coming up in a few weeks. Calvin Klein. True. I won't be able to live it down. I have to find it first. I have to find it somewhere. It's somewhere in my collection. Calvin Klein watch. I'm embarrassed to say it, but it's hey, everybody makes mistakes. But there's no situation in which this collection, a Datejust and a Submariner, doesn't work. I don't know. Maybe you guys can chat in the chat can find one combination where it doesn't work. We'll see. You guys are smart. You can figure it out. Hey, got Tan. What's up, Tan? Member of the OC channel. Hello, OC. One brand collection is not good. Even Rolex. Little chink in the armor there. Little chink in the armor. Like, by the way, if you're going to have a watch collection, and it's only two pieces, don't have the two pieces be the same brand. Maybe this is logical. Maybe this is logical. Maybe it should be, but the question is, if it's one Rolex and one non-Rolex, what's the other one? That's tough. How about that? When I catch up on the chat, I'm going to see these answers. If you're forced to have a two-piece collection, one of them is Rolex, but one of them can't be Rolex, what's the second one? That's type in your thoughts in the chat, and then maybe we'll do a poll on that one. So Tan, interesting comment. Don't have both watches be Rolex. Hey, got John D in the chat. New York City crew in the house. Hey, gents, good morning to everyone. We're up to 9 people in the audience. Good to see 9 people. Visiting the kid at KU. That's Kansas University, I think. Kansas University in Lawrence. Period. Okay, great. Completed thought. I'm visiting the kid at Kansas University in Lawrence. I went to Tivol. Tivol is the Rolex authorized dealer. Is it Tivol or Tivol? Tivol. I went to Tivol. That's the dealer. It's not a city. Tivol in Kansas City, Missouri. Period. It's a half hour or so away from Lawrence. Period. Thank you. Man, that was one of the most pleasing comments. There were logical pauses there. One thought went to the next thought, to the next thought. It was very logical. Thank you. GYG, appreciate that. Checking out Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce Steakhouse, 1587 Prime. Shout out to 1587 Prime. I'm in the mood for a steak. I'm in the mood for a big, fat T-bone. I'd love to get a big steak tonight. Hey, look at this. We got Canadians in the chat. I love all the Canadians. Gatsby is a member of the channel. Good morning, OC. I'm just heading out to Sunday family lunch, but wanted to congratulate you on your rumored pivot to doing exclusively Tudor, Zenith, and Omega Talk. Unexpected, but brave. Thank you, Gatsby. Yeah, I'm going to eliminate. We're on a quest. We're on a quest. By June 30th, all people who watch this channel must divest. Is that a word? Divest? Divest their collection of all Tudor, Zenith, and Omega. You might be allowed to keep one Omega, but I'm going to lead by example. I'm going to lead by example. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the Zenith and I'm going to get rid of the Omega. And if I don't do that by June 30th, I will unilaterally take this channel off the air. Okay? Which actually is probably a good thing for everybody. That's actually, you guys should hope and pray that I don't get rid of the Zenith and Omega, because then you don't have to deal with this nonsense anymore. Off the air, you guys get all your streaming. You don't have to watch these silly live streams all the time. It's a colossal time drain. It really is. I kind of like the all champagne. The all champagne on the 116503. But the 126503 is a better move. It's just newer. It's more reliable. It's better looking. The batons are better. The thinner subdials is good. Yeah, just go with this one. This is a good watch. Really good. This is, by the way, is unisex. This particular model is very much a unisex Daytona. ZD says they just gave the white dial version to the winner of the 24-hour style car race. I think the white dial is approved for anybody. This watch is great. The white dial is it approved for everybody? Let's do a quick snap poll in the chat. We can do a poll. Now listen, the poll is going to be limited to the first 10 people. All right, so maybe 20 max. The white dial two-tone Rolex Daytona works for men, I'm going to add some options here. Add some choices here. Start the poll. Let us start the poll, guys. The white dial, two-tone Rolex Daytona works for... There are your choices. It works for men, women, or both. Both and women. It's supposed to be both men and women. That's what it's supposed to say. Both men and women is the third choice. Boom. Done. Let's see. You guys wasted time. You wasted time. Both men and women, 64%. That's the winner. The white dial two-tone Rolex Daytona works for both men and women, 64%. For those of you watching the replay, you can't see the results. So you don't know how the other 36% voted. I'll say this. Both men and women got 64%. Women only got 9%. The remaining 27% was a different answer. And you guys won't know what it is because YouTube, for some reason, doesn't show the poll results on the live chat replay, which I think is ridiculous. But anyway, the winner with 64% of the vote is the white dial two-tone Rolex Daytona is appropriate for both men and women. Thank you, ZD. All right, I got to catch up on the chat. We're running out of time. We got to end the show pretty soon here. End the show soon. But let's see who else we got here. I'm going to try and zoom through. Hey, look at this. No Biggie Sal. Member of the OC channel. Let me see. I'm going to check something real quick. I want to make sure this, I don't give away any private information. Yeah, I don't want to say. But it looks like No Biggie Sal and Mrs. No Biggie Sal had an amazing Valentine's Day. Congratulations to you too. No Biggie Sal, great member of the community, watches and supports multiple streams. One of my first two members. Hello, hello, hello. Remember, buy what you love only if OC approves. Man, that pretty much sums up the best advice in the world. I can't go black dial. I already have 4. Yeah, you made some mistakes. You already have 4 black dial Rolexes. I never would have approved that. Tobister. Gotta think. You gotta think. Got to think, or else you're in trouble. We've got Hannibal Miles. Hannibal is new to the channel. Welcome. Subscribe and enable all notifications. We do live streams here without any warning. So you have to enable all notifications on your YouTube app and on your device. Otherwise, you'll miss these shows. Because we don't do any planning, no preparation, no warnings, no schedule, no nothing. Junie Nams and Jonathan Siegel. Don't know what that means, but welcome. Don't know what that are. Those race car drivers? Are those Daytona race car drivers? Junie Nams and Jonathan Siegel. I'm behind the chat. I'm going to catch up. The Terrible 2. The Terrible 2 says CD. The date just 36. Fluted bezel, oyster bracelet, black dial. Okay, so he's picking the worst possible combination of date just and Submariner. Date just 36, fluted bezel, oyster bracelet, black dial. And then the day date, yellow or white gold with a neutral dial. You need to wear these with everything. That's your Terrible 2? Your Terrible 2? Got original math that says the fluted Jubilee is 2. God, I'm gonna read it as he wrote it. Just for fun. I'm gonna read it exactly as he wrote it. Fluted Jubilee, it too messy for me to loo at. Love Mathis. Now I will interpret using English. The fluted Jubilee is too messy for me to look at. That's weird. That's just a weird thing to say, Mathis. It's just weird. How can you say that about Rolex fluted bezels? It's too messy? I don't think anybody has ever said that that design of the fluted bezel is messy. It reflects the light, and it's just, they're like pyramids. They're like little tiny triangles. They're like Toblerone bars on the bezel. Come on, man. Messy. So, Hannibal says, you are exactly saying Rolex is better then Langa Glasuta, Moritz Grossman, Jacques Dro, Roger Smith, JLC, etc. Am I saying that it's better? I mean, it's a better two-piece combo. Yeah, it's a better two-piece combo. It just, this is a better two-piece combo. I mean, Glasuta Original. Grossman? Jacques Dro? Are you high? It's too early for edibles, Hannibal. Come on. It's breakfast time. It's not even noon yet. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Rolex is better. Now, is it Rolex? I'm not comparing an individual Rolex to a Longa one or to a Longa datograph chronograph. That's not what we're doing here. We're just talking about, like, listen, instead of wasting your time with these Omegas and Panerai, all the stuff, a lot of these people are wasting time buying endless studio underdogs. I bought this one, I bought that, I bought this, I bought that, so on and so forth. Endless buying these watches that are 500 for on this, 1,000 on that, 2,000 on this, 1,000 on that. Just stop. Let's get some Rolex. Here we go. Buckley's awake. Member of the OC channel. Yes, Rolex is better than those brands. It's simple. Yeah, yes, simply put. I mean, Buckley, I think, more than anybody, is a very strong proponent of this particular two-piece combination because he owns it. I think he owns it. He may. I think he wants to own it. At one point, he had a Submariner, bluesy, and he's always had the Datejust. He has a blue, Azzurro blue, which is the blue, slightly lighter blue with the Roman numerals. Fluted bezel, Jubilee bracelet. Yeah, so I think Buckley knows. Hannibal and Buckley going at it. I love it. Who else do we have here? A blue dial Oyster Perpetual and a Pepsi on Jubilee. That could be a two-piece combo. The problem with the OP, Sal, is it doesn't have I guess, see, got the Pepsi on Jubilee, and then you're switching it up. So the OP has the oyster, the brushed oyster, and the Sport Watch has the Jubilee. It's not as good as this, but it isn't bad. This guy's like my favorite new troll. JLC and Glasut Original. Yeah, that's the two-piece. Welcome to the channel, Hannibal. He's entering in with a boom, with bombast and flair. I like that. John D. Valentine's Day location was the Modern. 2 Michelin stars, followed by the bar at the Baccarat across the street. Any thoughts on the drama surrounding Adrian Barker collaboration with CW? Nope, I have no thoughts on that whatsoever. Adrian Barker is boring to me. I've never thought his videos were any good. He's not a personality that I think is any good on YouTube. I think his advice is terrible. I think he's got some of the worst watch advice of anybody. So no, it's nothing personal against Adrian Barker. It's just he gives awful advice. Nothing personal. What I'm saying right now is not personal. He just gives awful advice, and he's not an entertaining YouTuber, and he's boring. Other than that, I have nothing against him. But he did a collaboration with Christian Ward. I don't give a fuck. Nobody should care. No one should give it more than a second's thought. Christian Ward isn't a watch you should ever consider anyway, under any circumstances. So the fact that he did a collab with them, it's who gives a fuck? It's like, let them It's like, let them, they deserve each other. How about this? They deserve each other. No one fucking cares. No one should care. I mean, what is it? Does it have like a picture of a boring British guy on the dial? I mean, that being said, it is funny to uh, see how jealous and bitter other YouTubers can be. Like I think the best collab that's been done in recent times is the Nico Leonard Moan. Is it Moan or Maine? What's the name of the brand? The Jumping Hour. That's probably one of the best collabs that's been done because it was kind of original. Like, I'm not a big fan of the watch personally, but you know, Nico's a friend, obviously. But that's probably the best collab that's been done. What are other collabs? I mean, the Tim Masso did a collab with Sartori Ballard, I think. I mean, there's a lot of people do collabs. It's not my thing. Not my thing. So listen, they deserve each other. How about that? I'm not even going to look. I've never even looked at it. I don't want to look at it. I'm not going to pull it up. Christian Wall. Is it on a NATO strap? Is it on a NATO strap? Hey, we've got Swiss in the chat, known affectionately by his YouTube name, Peruka. By the way, Watches and Wonders coming up in 2 months. We're counting down the days. It's actually 60 days away. 60 days away. 60 days away. Watches and Wonders. I'll be there. Will you? Sure, I'll meet up with Swiss. I hope you're there, Swiss. Here's an interesting thought. Rolex needs to make a Datejust 38. Wow. Let's complicate the lineup. 36 millimeter wears small and 41 is too big. 38 would be just right. No, it would be the greatest of all time overall watch in watch history. Should they make, would it be okay with you if they made the 36 just 1 millimeter bigger? Or if they made the Datejust 41 1 millimeter smaller? Do you still need to have 3? I don't know. Guys, react in the chat. I don't know. I think it's highly unlikely, but you know what? This could be the year where they redo the Datejust. You never know. They could redo the Datejust, redo the GMT Master 2, titanium this, platinum that. Who knows what's going to happen? Swiss asks OC. It's funny because Swiss knows way more about watches than anybody I know. Should I spend big money on complication or big money on precious metal? Wow, what a good question. What a good question. Let's do a quick poll. I'll give you my thoughts. Better value for money is advanced complications or precious alternative materials. I'm going to broaden the question a little bit. I'm going to broaden the question just a little bit. So better value for money. What gives you the better bang for buck? Spending money on complications, things like chronographs and calendar complications and tourbillons, and sonneries and shit like that. Spending money on complications or spending money on advanced or alternative materials, precious metal, titanium, ceramic, bulk metallic glass, sapphire, whatever your favorite material is. What do you think is the better use of your money? If you only have those 2 choices, do you spend money on complications or do you spend money on the material? Vote now in the poll. When we get to like 15 votes, 15 or 20 votes, we'll close the poll. Look at this. GMC watches. Now, GMC, I looked. He was like, I was on a stream the other night. He's like, please unban me. I checked. I didn't think you were banned. Maybe you were going by a different name. Did you have like other names in the past? It's possible, but good to see you here. Whoever you are. General Motors Corporation watches. Good day, watch people. See, he's in the chat. Complication means more maintenance costs. So he's adding to the question here. Complications means it could break and it's going to cost more to service. Precious metal means more douchey. Wow, for $100,000. Wow, for $100,000, you better get. Wow, that's tough. You're going to spend $100,000 on a watch. Knowing you, it's going to be like you're going to get both. You're going to get like a Breguet perpetual calendar, and it's going to be gold. You can have both, right? But I guess for the sake of the poll question, guys, vote in the poll quick. But what is the better value for money if you're spending $100,000? Do you want to watch with a lot of complications, advanced complications, or do you want precious or alternative materials? Vote in the poll. Guys, vote quickly. I'm not going to keep the poll open for long. Vote. Let's get to 15 quick votes. Don't just sit around and do nothing. I demand participation in the chat. I demand participation. Got Jefferson Electric reminding everybody to upvote the live stream. Thank you, Jefferson. OC asks Tan, do you think someone will choose a two-tone Daytona if he can afford a full gold Daytona? Good question. God, that's a good question. Probably not. Probably not. Let's end the poll. What's the better value for money? 73% of you say spend your money on the material, the precious metal, the gold, the platinum, or the ceramic, or whatever. And 27% of you spend the money on complications. What is better value for money? Peruka wants to spend $100,000 on a watch. What's better value for that money? Spending it on complications or spending it on materials? 73% of you say spend it on the materials. And 27% of you say spend it on the complications. Thank you for voting in the poll. Thank you for your participation. Go full gold Daytona if you can afford it. But that being said, that's a lot of money. $50,000 for a Daytona is a lot of money. If you like Oyster Flex will save you $10,000. Two-tone isn't super popular. People who buy, I'll say this, people who buy two-tone Daytonas buy it because they like it. You should be able to get any full gold Daytona that you want pretty easily, I hope. Hey, look at this. Boxer fans in the chat. Good morning to OC and the chat. Hopefully everyone is settling in for the Daytona 500. What's on the wrist today? Yeah, I didn't do a wrist shot. I did not do a wrist shot today. Patek Philippe. I am reaching for the Calatrava Cross. Patek Philippe, white gold annual calendar, blue gradient dial. Patek Philippe, reach for the cross. Let's see. I think we're almost caught up. We're almost caught up. Fluted bezel is a disco ball. I'm catching up on the chat. I'm catching up, guys. Let's see. We got MJ in the chat. Happy Sunday, all. The watch on the right is stunning. It's stunning. The watch on the right is a Submariner. It's a Rolex Submariner. Now, the official name is Rolex Submariner, no date, because it doesn't have a date. If you don't say no date, then you're not really saying it correctly. Because if you just say Submariner, people are going to ask, is it date or no date? So you got to say no date. The no date is cool. Should they offer the Submariner no date with different colored bezel or different colored dials, or is it only black? Does it have to be black? Is that it? Is it only black? What say you in the chat? Logan says spend more on precious metal as the raw materials are worth more than the complication. Complications will also require more servicing over time. Logan, who's an expert on watches, who, by the way, when you think about Logan's collection, think about it. What does Logan have? Logan had a Tudor and he had a Zenith. He got rid of the Tudor, he got rid of the Zenith, and now his collection is a Datejust and a Submariner. Maybe Logan, maybe all that smoke from the grilling actually resulted in an epiphany, and he stumbled upon the perfect Rolex two-piece collection by accident. All that grilling smoke. Patek Philippe 3940J with a full gold bracelet. Complications, precious metal, Patek Philippe. Pretty good. Hey, look, we got Captain in the chat. What's up, Captain? Member of the OC channel. We've got Nam Nad. What's up? I want to make sure I say hi to every single person in the chat. Scroll through here. By the way, if you're not a member, please consider becoming a member. If you are a member, you have a star next to your name. Make sure you use your free member milestone chats. I'll type in the link to the memberships. We do this show for free. I think you guys get spoiled. I think you guys are spoiled. You're used to these streams. Nobody super chats. Nobody uses their free member milestone chats. Yet you'll go to other people's streams. You'll super chat like crazy. Every 3 minutes, super chat. You come here, you get it all for free. I think you're spoiled. That's what I think. Who's going to give you better watch content than this? Seriously, where are you going to get better watch content? Okay, probably everywhere else. But that was a rhetorical question. Okay, scratch that. Forget it. Never mind. Let's catch up on the chat here. Let's catch up. Let's see. What else do we got? We got wrist management. I will not use his real name. Go F Pejorn. Go F Pejorn. Thank you, Mr. Management, for that public service announcement. GYG says 50,000 for a full gold Daytona is just nuts when you can find them between 29 and 37 on secondary. Yeah, but they're not brand new. They're not full. They don't have your name on the papers. They don't spend history with the AD. But there's certain full gold Daytonas that 29 to 37. Man, I don't know about that cheap. But maybe you have access to better sources than I do. Question, an actual watch question from the chat. What do you think of the 126331 as a starter? Well, let's check it out. Now, 331 means that it is one, means that it's two-tone, steel, and ever rose gold, right? You guys have to learn. You have to learn your Rolex reference numbers. So, like the last number of a the last digit of a 6-digit Rolex reference number describes the material, right? Like 8 is yellow gold, 5 is rose gold, 6 is platinum. I think 4 is white Rolesaur, but 1 is rose gold two-tone. So Brooklyn's asking, what do you think of this one as a starter? Any particular, well, for my son who's graduating, I wouldn't get two-tone. I wouldn't get two-tone as a first watch. I just wouldn't. You go steel. You go steel as the first watch. It's just more, first of all, it's cheaper. These are expensive. 17,750. You know, it's a little bit too fancy. A little too fancy. Yeah, this is the dial options aren't that great either. The dial options aren't that great. I would say 100% do not do that. Peruka echoes my sentiment. Get full steel Datejust. Yeah. And that's it. That is the final answer. I'm going to configure what I think would be, for me, the best Datejust and the best Submariner. I'm going to build my ultimate Datejust Submariner combo right now. And it doesn't take long to do. Guys, follow along. It's easy. I'm going to choose the 41 millimeter size. Guys, you've been wasting countless hours dealing with this nonsense. It's really like pretty simple. I'm not even, you just go steel, you go fluted bezel, you go Jubilee. And listen, for me, look, you choose blue baton, maybe slate baton, or I mean, you could choose black baton, but if you're going to go Submariner, chances are you're going to get steel with a black dial. So if you want neutral and flexible, you go slate. You want a little pop of masculinity, blue baton, right? This is the Buckley right here, the Azzurro blue, which is blue Roman. You could go mint green. That's a new color. You can go classic white. You can go white Roman. For me, I might do this. Boom, I'm done. I'm done with the Datejust. Okay? That's the Datejust. It's simple. Now for the Submariner, I don't have a Submariner. For a long time, I had this. I had the Bluesy. You know, but this is a pretty good one. You know, if you have this as your Datejust, if you have this as your Datejust, and then you go this for your Submariner, man, it's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good two-piece combo. But listen, you guys are going to want steel. I get it. Steel is classic. You could go sub no date because your Datejust has a date. If you want some variety, God, they got two-tone black. They got full yellow gold. That's the Stallone. The Stallone. And then they have the Cookie Monster. There's a lot of variety here, but you could just go. I mean, there's white, there's black ceramic bezel and green ceramic bezel. You just go this one. This one. If you're satisfied that your date just has the date and you don't want the date, you go for the classic. 10,500. Guys, 10,500, and then for the date just talking 11,850. You spend about 25 grand with tax total, and you're done. You're not wasting hundreds of thousands of dollars buying stuff, right? You know, maybe me. I mean, me, I'd probably go this one. You know, just got a nice blue, and that's it. And that is it. And then everything else has been a colossal waste of time. Steve H. Steel stub for your first watch. Yeah. Don't break the rules, guys. Don't break the rules. Simple. You're going to choose a two-piece. You're going to go something like this. That's it. There you go. All right. Now that exercise is done, here's what we're going to do. Just drop a link to the panel. We'll give you a last chance to jump on. Last chance to jump on. Cookie Monster is the best deal on the market right now. Yeah, you can get 15,000 off on the Cookie Monster, at least, right? 15,000, like 10 to 15,000 for a fresh date. Does anybody want to jump on? I refuse to do the show with 0 super chats, 0 member chats, 0 participation on the panel. That's it. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do it. Should I show comments? Look, there's a new feature where I can show comments on the screen. Let's see if I can let's see how this looks. There we go. Tall. Look at the StreamYard gave me some new options here. I can do regular. I can do different sizes. I can do big so you guys can read it. Check that out. Wide. Tall. Tall doesn't work. Do wide. Look at that. Comments are on the screen. Enjoy. All right. Boom. Comments gone. All right. Hope you guys had an amazing. Hope you enjoyed the show. I'm done. I don't have to do this. I got other stuff to do. What else is going on? Anything else? Oh, look at that. We guilted somebody. Boxer fans, $20 super chat. A few bucks for the latte fund. I desperately need to go to Mickey D's and get my McCafe. A few bucks for the latte fund for the Daytona 500. Thank you, Boxer fans. Appreciate it. Hey, look at this. We also got Captain. Member for 15 months. Keep going. Go see comment on TNH new video on the AP Jump Hour. All right, we will do reaction videos here. What that is, Wait, sure. Is that Theo and Harris, T&H? Does he even do videos anymore, that guy? Okay, let's see. Who do we got here in the back? Do you want to flash your camera on and off so I know it's you? Flash your camera. Or type in something. Oh, in your private chat. Okay. Welcome,
Hello.
Peruka.
Hello.
Hello. Audio check. 1 2 1 2.
1 2 1 2. How's my audio?
Audio is doing good. How you been?
Doing good. I'm procrastinating like crazy.
Good. You mean on watch purchase? You mean on watch purchases? I hope.
Yeah.
Or everything in life.
Everything.
Well,
how are you doing?
Well, I'm doing great. Will I see you in Geneva?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome.
Of course.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun last time. Leopard Bar.
Leopard room.
The Leopard Room, yeah. So you're considering a big watch purchase?
I don't know. I'm thinking about it because, to be honest, I have way too many watches, and I want to like consolidate. It's like the typical midlife crisis, but with the watch collection. Yeah. So I could gather a large amount of money and just get something really nice. Would that be stupid, or what do you think?
I don't know. Do you want to recap real quickly for the chat what you have in your collection? Like what the consolidation options may be?
Sure. So I have.
Listen carefully, guys. Pay attention.
So I have a collection of about 10 watches, or 10 high horology watches. I have 4 Rolexes, 2 Oyster Perpetuals, a Datejust, and a Batman on Oyster bracelet. In dress watches, I have a Triple Date GLC in platinum. I have a Vacheron Constantin Traditionnel in white gold.
Mm-hmm.
What else? I have a H. Moser in steel. Endeavor.
Mm-hmm.
I have a Audemars Piguet Royal Oak 37 steel.
Yep.
What else? I think that's it. No, I bought a watch last year. I bought a white gold Piaget. Yeah, I know.
Do you regret it? Is it not getting any worse?
No. Sort of. I bought it at auction.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I was young and naive. I was like, nothing bad can happen. Yeah. It was last year. But it was my first time buying at auction.
Yep.
And I bought the watch, and like 2 months later, it broke down, and now it needs servicing. No. And I'm like, classic auction experience.
Oh, that's terrible. That's sad. Sorry about that.
It's really bad. So it has a lapis dial, beautiful, magnificent lapis lazuli stone dial, and I sent it to a very good watchmaker that I know, who really has experience servicing these kind of pieces. And he came back to me and he was like, "Dude, I cannot service it because whoever buffoon, idiot watchmaker serviced it last thought it was really good to glue the dial onto the movement. It's really bad. So now my only choice is to send it back to Piaget, and it's gonna be expensive and it's gonna require a lot of time, and I'm kind of pissed.
How much did you spend, if you don't mind sharing, on this watch?
Yeah, I bought so it's a white gold ultra thin Piaget. It has a white gold bracelet.
Mhm.
You know, it's like those little cocktail watches.
Yes.
Very thin,
Very thin bracelet.
very beautiful. It sparkles like crazy. I love it. And I spent 9,000 Swiss francs. 9,000.
9,000. Yeah.
Everything with taxes and everything. 9,000.
And the service is probably going to be another 2,000 at least. Right?
Yeah. So the watchmaker said hopefully around 1,000, but who knows? But I mean, that is one thing. What really pisses me off is that it's going to take months, like more than 6 months. I can already tell it's going to be painful.
Yeah. So we need to pare down this collection. There are 5 off the top of your head that you probably don't wear very often, right? What are the 5 that get the least
Yeah.
amount of wear?
So at least 2 Rolexes, one
Yep.
of the
One of the
Oyster
OPs.
Perpetuals.
Yeah.
So it is a OP39 in a white dial, which
Oh,
I
you
think it's
can't get rid of that one.
beautiful. I think
Can't
it's
get rid of it.
beautiful.
Best OP of all time.
But yeah, it's a bit bland, you know. I have the Datejust 36 mint green, so I mean, when I have to choose between one or the other, it's obvious. Yeah, I'm not
Right.
wearing the OP39, and the Batman. I'm not wearing the Batman anymore.
Mm.
So yeah, these 2 can go. I think the JLC and the Vacheron can go too. And depending on what I get or what I want to get, I might sell maybe I don't know, maybe the AP2, but I'm not sure about that.
No, the AP, the
I'm not sure
37.
about that.
That's the ice blue, right?
Yes.
That's a really, really hard to get watch.
You know what? I'm changing my mind because I'm wearing this one all the time. So maybe the Moser can go.
Yes.
At least one more. And yeah, that would be already a good amount of money. Like 40 to 50K.
Let's get to this question in the chat from Ghost of Yiddish Gambino, member for 10 months. Thank you for your membership. Very much appreciated. First time caller, long time listener, thoughts and opinions on the Patek Philippe 5111 PR Gondolo full set at $16,000. I'll hang up Mad Dog and listen for your answer. I'm not going to answer this because I know nothing about this particular model, but I know Peruka does. What do you think of this one?
I think it's good. I mean, it is an acquired taste. If you like the case shape, 16K for a full set, I think that's reasonable. I'm pretty sure you can find it for less, but I would not say that you're getting scammed or anything. I think that's nice.
Yeah.
If it's like the store next to where you are and it's very convenient, yeah, why not? But
it's completely unnecessary, Gambino. It looks
you have to try it first. That's not something you can buy without trying it. You have to try it first.
Well, if he promises to get rid of 5 Cartier Santos Dumont in exchange for one of these, I'll say I'll approve the deal. But if you're gonna, you got to get rid of. I mean, all of his watch. I mean, he likes what he likes, right? They all look the same.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to burn his money, then that's his
Awesome.
choice.
Throw his money down a rat hole. That's his. No, but thank you for being a member. Appreciate the comment. We got Brody in the chat. Brody, General Counsel of the OC channel, best two-piece collection is a G-Shock Mr. G and a Tudor 1926 Luna. He can do that. He can troll me from the chat because he knows that I owe him $37,000 and there's nothing I can really do about it. So he pretty much has free reign in the chat and I can't really complain. I got Ace Live in the chat. What's up, Ace Live? Captain, I'm gonna get to your so listen, sell those first. Don't buy anything. Sell those first. The ones and then just stand pat. Don't buy anything. Wait. Just wait. Okay? How about that as advice?
Wait for
Just
April.
wait. Just wait. No, just wait. Just wait.
Just wait.
Because
okay.
yeah, just wait. Because you don't necessarily have to jump in and buy something. Let's see how you do with that when you're down to 5 or 6 pieces. See how the rotation is. Remember, Brody is a big fan of cost per wear. You have to have very, very low cost per wear. So get down to 5 or 6 pieces and then reassess. You might be able to get down to 3. Your 3, and then at that point you say, you know what? Now where's the gap in my collection? Okay, this particular thing. I'd like to be able to wear this twice a week, or this 10 times, or whatever. So think about it that way. Cost per wear, where you can identify the gaps better if you don't have so many pieces.
I get it. Interesting.
All right. Are you aware of this new Neo? First of all, do you know this person on the screen? Are you aware of this this personality?
Yes.
This is that. See, you probably can't recognize him like this, but if you look at him like this is a face. This is how come he's always doing this? He's always doing this. Guys, we're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna have a conversation here. Okay, let's see what Captain. He's using his member milestone chat for this. I don't mind doing reaction videos. Sure, let's do a reaction video. Let's see what this guy wants to talk about. But I will not be promoting Squarespace or any of his stupid fucking collabs or any of his sponsors or anything like that. So let's see. Are you cool with doing a short video reaction? You want to?
Of course.
You okay? Let's do it.
Have been released this week. One by Audemars Piguet, another one by Piaget. Today's episode is sponsored by our friends over at Online. I love the Star Wheel. I love their history. I love the fact that they're still family owned. I love even the vast majority, 99% of their hype pieces. I like AP. Basically, full stop. Okay.
Really? What codes have you bought? What offshores do you have in your what do you have in your collection from AP if you love AP? I call bullshit.
I'm going to give myself some credibility before I go off on a little bit of tear where people might think that I have an axe to grind. I do not. I love AP. And I wish I even hadn't worn AP. Piaget, the same. I think I even love Piaget even more because it's a brand that was always, kind of woven into my childhood.
Now that I believe. I believe he does love Piaget because he loves small women's watches. He wears a lot of small women's vintage watches. So I can 100% believe that he loves Piaget. By the way, if you want to say anything, just say shout out, pause, or whatever, and I'll stop the video.
Yeah. I think he's been recently. I don't remember if it was in a video. I saw this. He was wearing a full gold Cartier Panthère, which is, I don't know. Yeah, exactly what you were saying. Small gold watches.
Yep. Let's keep going. Let me just move this over here. Perfect.
Piaget brand was more present in my life as a child than the Rolex brand or the Omega brand or the Patek Philippe.
That's not hard to believe, correct?
Brand for that matter. Piaget was a brand that was really popular in the outer boroughs of New York, a lot of different metropolitan cities for that matter. What Piaget captured in the 70s and 80s.
Let me first say that thank God he looks normal again. There was a period of time where he had like a mustache, or he was doing weird stuff with his hair, and at least now he looks younger. He looks better than he's looked probably in like the last 3 years. He was doing weird stuff with like weird mustaches and weird glasses, and the hair was like, at least now, look, I'd kill to have a head hair like that. So shout out, I mean, good hairstyle. He's got the stubble, but no crazy like Manchu. And so he's getting a 9 out of 10 on looks. Okay, he's back to normal. The opinions, let's reserve judgment.
Was something really specific, a really specific moment in time.
Yes,
Yeah.
these are all his
See
favorite watches.
the one in the left, all the way to the left. I got
Yeah.
something similar to this.
Got it. Yeah.
Great watch.
It's very similar to watches from the 80s. These are watches from the 80s. You know, the Piaget, like they had the Polo, which was like this, the King Midas, and
these watches are absolutely not in demand at all. Nobody wants them, so you can have great watches for tiny price. So
AC
if
Cobra,
you like this kind of watch, the
right?
Cobra, great, with diamonds and everything for cheap, guys.
Cheap prices. If you can go to a place, there's a vintage guy in New York called Murillo 55. He specializes in this kind of stuff, especially these very detailed, intricate gold bracelets.
Yeah.
You know, now you have to try them on because the sizing isn't, you know, it has to be the exact size for you, or else it doesn't work. You can't just like, oh, we'll just cut it. It's not like a rubber strap. These are very, very finely made pieces of jewelry.
Uber luxe, bullion, but super thin and sleek. Rolex Oyster cases were thick. Piaget were thin. It was like Bob De Niro in Casino, right? It was a very specific thing.
There you go. It's all the way on the bottom left. Can barely see it.
And a lot of brands rip them off. I love Piaget. I think they are brilliant. It's a brilliant company. Now that I've said some credibility, some laid some foundation.
Now that I've buttered them up with a little bit of a little bit of nice talk. Now let's lower the boom.
I really like these brands, and I'm trying to be fair. Let me tell you what I really think. First of all, AP's new jump hour watch, I think, really is an atrocity for so many reasons.
Wow. Okay.
Atrocity.
I did not expect this from him. Okay.
That's strong language, because this style of watch isn't, the way they executed it isn't any different than anybody else that does these jumping hours. So if he thinks this is an atrocity, then he doesn't like any jumping hours from Cartier or from, you know, the AP version from 1929, or anybody who's come out with this particular style of watch, Louis Vuitton or anybody. So let's see how he backs that up. Maybe, I mean, does he maybe not like the bracelet and that makes the whole watch an atrocity? I don't know. Let's figure it out here.
AP's new jump hour watch, I think, really is an atrocity for so many reasons. Chief among them, and I think it's so obvious, I can't believe no one at AP said it, and if someone at AP did say it, that no one said, hey, good idea, good call. Thanks, almost did it. Thank you for pointing that out. It looks like one of those fitness trackers, Whoop or Whooped or...
What the hell's he talking? Did you understand the reason what he just said, or did he just...
No, I think he didn't say it yet.
He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything. He's like,
okay, I did not see the video. I did not see the video.
I'm watching this for the first time. I'm watching
my guess is that it's too big. My guess that's his big reason, number one. Because honestly, it's not my type of watch, but the execution, I think it's really, really good. It is really, really good.
I like the execution too. I like what are they called? The gadrones, that style.
Yeah.
Of the case with the different ribs or different levels or whatever. I think the way they did the frames around the windows it's a lot different than what you typically see.
And you know that basically you don't have metal between the bracelet and the crystal. It has kind of a like futuristic vibe. And you know how they did the coloring, so they coated they black coated with PVD the underside of the crystal set. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. It really brings a very, a depth.
People think like this is piano black plastic. Not true. It's not piano black plastic.
It's basically as as it would be like a Vanta Black from Moser. It's very deep black color.
Yeah. It's not
And,
onyx. It's not stone. It's
yeah.
not. It's a black PVD'd
Yeah.
sapphire, and so it's cool. And then I think they very tastefully put the Audemars Piguet underneath. I think it looks decent there. I think it's probably the best place to put it. And I've seen videos of it where at certain angles that actually disappears.
It
So-
looks. It's not my style, but I'm gonna say it's really good looking. The execution is spot on.
I'll tell you this: I like it more and more now that I think that Theo thinks it's an atrocity.
Now, yeah, now that you know
The
he
fact-
hates it, you're like,
The
yes.
fact that Theo calls this an atrocity makes this far more appealing than I otherwise would have thought.
Our watch, I think, really is an atrocity for so many reasons. Chief,
Okay, so many reasons. Let's count the reasons, guys. He has so many reasons. It's an atrocity. Let's document, and let's get your pencil and paper. And we're going to document all the reasons.
among them, and I think it's so obvious. I can't believe no one at AP said it. And if someone at AP did say it,
It's so
then-
obvious. It's so obvious. I don't see any obvious. Is he going to
it-
complain about the movement now? Oh, well, the
no, I
movement
mean,
is rectangular.
It is. I mean, that's the top of the line, ultra thin movement. It's brand new. That's what you get on the crazy jumbos. I mean, come on, that's good.
Let's while we're watching this video, let's do something interesting. Let's create a poll. Do you agree with Theo that this AP jump hour is an atrocity? It's simple. Yes or no. And that's the poll. There's no all of the above or maybe. And while we're watching, you can vote in the poll. Do you agree with Theo? This is an atrocity.
no one said, "Hey, good idea, good call. Thanks. Almost did it."
This angle is a very good angle. Look at that. Look at the detail in the case.
Even
and
the crown is like
the crown and the logo in the crown.
half integrated within the case. That's really
set
good.
back a little. Yeah. What's
Don't
he
you
complaining about?
look? It has sexy curves. That's a curvy watch.
Yeah, I mean, they is this Art Deco style or no? Like, would
Yeah.
you call this art?
Yeah.
Okay, they did Art Deco better than JLC does Art Deco in the Reverso. It could be argued. I'm not arguing it, but I'm saying it could be argued that they may have actually done Art Deco even better than the Reverso executes it.
Thank you for pointing that out. It looks like one of those fitness trackers, Whoop or Whooped or whatever the hell.
Does it? Does a Reverso look like a fitness tracker? Does a Cartier Santos look like a fitness? I mean, I don't know. Do you guys agree with this?
They're called. That's what it looks like. Now, just because a luxury product from a really prestigious brand resembles a cheap product from another brand doesn't necessarily mean you shouldn't make it. Okay, I get that, right? That would be, if taken super seriously, that would mean that Rolex couldn't make Submariners anymore because Invicta does. Okay, I get that. You could.
That argument makes absolutely no
Yeah,
sense.
it makes no sense.
This
I
guy,
think
what
he's
happened
getting
to this
lost
guy?
in his hatred for the
What
watch. I
happened
don't
to
know.
this guy? Yeah, he turns the camera on and he thinks that he's so whimsical and smart that he's going to be able to rattle off arguments that didn't make sense, dude. It didn't make sense.
Could also say Moser shouldn't have made their Apple Watch joke thing because then that would be likening them to tech. No. You don't.
I mean, that's a good counterexample. I mean, does he hate the Moser Apple Watch?
Yeah,
Or-
does he? Or does he like it?
I think it's genius. I mean,
Thing because then that would be likening them to tech. No. You don't need to be a genius to see that this watch is not cheeky, and I don't think it's flattering. I don't think that the visual similarities are. I don't think that it's good. I just don't think that these things look. I couldn't do it in my office. I'm getting claustrophobia up there. I'm like, let me come outside. I'd rather record out here. I'm doing it.
Let the record reflect that his office is right across the street from a pottery barn. in a beautiful downtown area. In I'm assuming this is a suburban, like an old town in New Jersey or somewhere. It's not. he's kind of rambling a little bit, but let's hopefully he puts together two sentences that make sense.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's flattering. I don't think that the visual similarities are. I don't think that it's good. I just don't think that these things look. I couldn't do it in my office. I'm getting claustrophobia up there. I'm like, let me come outside. I'd rather record out here. I'm doing a teenage video. Give me 5 minutes and I'll be done. Yeah. But I really couldn't do it. Yeah. And I think I'm right, not just subjectively, but even if we zoom out a little bit more objectively, right? The Whoop was designed, or whatever the product is, and designed well for what it does, right? Which is track fitness. It's something that is supposed to look like a sweatband, basically. It's supposed to look like that, right?
What the fuck's he talking about?
Yeah, why are we talking about the fucking Whoop?
Like, why are we talking about fitness trackers? AP didn't get inspiration for this watch from a fucking fitness tracker, you fucking moron. This watch was in their catalog for decades and decades and decades ago. This is a style of watch that's been around for decades. Someone didn't look at a fucking Fitbit and go, you know what, we should make a watch that looks like a Fitbit.
I love the fact that he just said, you know what, let's be objective, and then just uses the Whoop argument once again.
he goes back to the absolute weakest argument. No one at AP gives a fuck about Fitbit or any of these fitness trackers. They don't even know. They barely know they even exist. No one got inspiration from those. What the fuck's he talking about?
I'm right, not just subjectively, but even if we zoom out a little bit more objectively, right? The Whoop was designed, or whatever the product is, and designed well for what it does, right? Which is track fitness. It's something that is supposed to look like a sweatband, basically. It's supposed to look like that, right? A watch, a jump hour watch, like from a brand like Audemars Piguet or Cartier, that is not the case at all. It's not supposed to go unnoticed. It's not supposed to go or look like something you'd wear to the gym at all.
What the fuck's he talking about?
That's the most noticeable watch ever.
There's one thing you will definitely not be doing with this watch, and it's wearing it while you're on a fucking treadmill. This guy's insane. Captain, man, this is gold content. Absolute gold content.
Wait, if I understand correctly, his argument is that this watch is not enough recognizable as a watch. Is that what he's saying?
He's saying that he's arguing that it looks too futuristic and modern, and that it looks like a fitness tracker.
Right. So you mean yeah, I get it.
Vote in the poll, guys. Vote in the poll. The question is, do you agree with Theo that the AP jump hour is an atrocity?
Yeah.
I'm more likely to think that it's not an atrocity now that he feels this way.
So basically his argument is that AP actually took some risks for once and made something a bit avant-garde, made something a bit original, actually with a very good execution, and he's basically pissed that it's not one of the mini Rolex.
And AP lovers are going to go ape shit for the watch. It's $71,000. It's very expensive. It's gold, obviously.
Expensive as fuck.
Very expensive, and they're going to gobble it up because they're collectors. They want to buy stuff from AP. They want to have different stuff. People always complain, like, why doesn't AP try different stuff? They're a one watch company. It's all Royal Oak. And then they do something. They go back to their history. They go back to their legacy. They pull something out. They modernize it. They introduce it. And then he wants to complain that it was inspired by a fucking electronic watch electronic fitness tracker. That's crazy talk. Chalk Flew Up, who's not crazy, is in the chat. Member for 16 months. And he's not just a normal member. He's a member at the campaign senior advisor level. He's a senior advisor to the OC channel. It's not AP enough. I wouldn't call it an atrocity, but it lacks detail. Thank you, Chalk Flew Up. Appreciate your membership and you as a friend. I don't know. I mean, I don't think, let me just advance this. I don't agree that it lacks detail. I think
Guys,
it has good detail.
guys, AP has been around for
151 years.
150 years.
They're celebrating their 151st anniversary.
The Royal Oak has been out since the 70s. Before that, AP had 100 years of history. I don't know how you can say that this is not AP enough when it was based on a 1920s AP watch. I mean, this is what AP used to do. This is great. This is great. What would you rather have them put this in an octagonal shape? A case?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck no. Come on, guys. Come on.
His argument makes perfect sense when you're freezing your balls off. And yeah, he probably filmed this when it was like 17 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Let's continue. This is pretty good. Pretty good. We got a few more minutes left in this video, and then we'll turn you guys back loose to enjoy your weekend.
Band, basically. It's supposed to look like that, right? A watch, a jump hour watch, like from a brand like Audemars Piguet or Cartier, that is not the case at all. It's not supposed to go unnoticed. It's not supposed to go or look like something you'd wear to the gym at all, right? Even Audemars Piguet's most sporty watches are not ever to be, I think, confused for step trackers. It's just not the case. And I also do think it kind of cheapens the brand and their own perspective and strength of thought and
what?
No, he thinks people will confuse.
That's the most luxurious jump hour ever made. I mean, of all the jump hours, that's probably the best one ever made. I mean, come on, man.
It's officially gone off the deep end. He's lost it. Harris, come back. What's going on with Theo?
I also do think it kind of cheapens.
It cheapens the brand, what he's saying.
Yeah. So basically, that's the equivalent of the moon swatch. But
oh my god, this isn't my particular cup of tea. Like I can argue about this isn't my style of watch, or I don't like the bracelet or whatever. But I mean, they reached back into their history. They pulled something out. They modernized it. It looks amazing, and I see people going nuts for it. It's expensive. Enrique Peña's in the chat. Yeah, it's expensive. No doubt about that. Let's keep the comments flying in. Let's keep going.
Piguet's most sporty watches are not ever to be, I think, confused for step trackers. It's just not the case. And I also do think it kind of cheapens the brand and their own perspective and strength of thought and perspective when something they...
And perspective, by the way. And perspective.
Step trackers. It's just not the case. And I also do think it kind of cheapens the brand and their own perspective and strength of thought and perspective when something they produce looks like it took cues from someone else, especially from a totally different industry that's not even complementary. Like an ad.
Oh no, AP is deviating from the Royal Oak. No, quick.
No, they're taking
make more Royal Oaks.
They're taking their cues from gadgets at Best Buy. It's obvious that the designers in La Brassou, they're busy working, and they went across the street to Best Buy, and then they're looking at the phones, they're looking at, and they stumbled.
They went in the gas station and they saw the first Fitbit, and they were like, oh, guys.
Especially from a totally different industry that's not even complementary, like an adversarial industry. It doesn't make any sense. Really quickly before I can...
That statement is no truer statement has been made in this video than the statement you just made. It doesn't make sense.
Like an adversarial industry. It doesn't make any sense. Really quickly before I continue into Piaget, today's episode is sponsored by our friends over at Real Time. And their services expand. Apart from my more...
Fuck, we don't accept any sponsorship here. We accept super chats and memberships here from the people and not from brands. Here we go, 71,000.
I have one question.
Yes.
If this, and this also goes for the chat, if this watch was made by Patek, what would you think? Would you think better or less of it? Because that could be a very Patek style watch.
I almost want to say just quick reaction that AP pulls it off better than Patek would pull it off, because Patek already has the 24, which looks like this, and they also already have a gondola, which is a different shaped watch. So like I think they already covered this a little bit. I mean, if they came out with a men's version of the 24, I don't know. I think AP pulls it off better. Am I crazy?
I don't know. It would be speculation, but I think if it was released by Patek, the view of the public would be way different. Way different.
Ghost Swedish Gambino says that it's part of a new line. I'm not sure if it's a new line or if it's just a one-off. I don't see this as being a new line. I don't see them as coming out.
It is a one-off, though. They didn't release it under the remaster line. Yeah, because
Do you think there's a possibility that they take the jump hour out, they put a traditional dial in, and that
maybe
becomes a different dress watch for them in the collection?
Honestly, I don't think I would see this taking place, but I mean, it's definitely a possibility. Maybe in 5 years, who knows?
Mm-hmm.
But they're definitely testing the waters, you know.
Brooklyn in the chat. It's an Art Deco piece. Yes, definitely. He says it's too feminine, but I can't say that. You can just say gay. It's too gay for me. That's fine. You can say that on the channel. Nothing wrong with that. What else? I like how Theo always speaks as if he's giving a wedding toast. That's a pretty good one. Not at all, by the way. Chalk Flew Up says, not at all, Peruka. The remaster is unequivocally Audemars Piguet, not octagonal, a stunning piece. This is missing something. 150 years of history aside. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Chalk Flew Up doesn't love it. He's not enamored by this one. Let's see what Theo says about the price here.
Cultural objection, being a fan of AP, being a fan of their jump hour tradition, and thinking that this is just bad on every level. Beyond the fact that I think it just undermines.
This is bad on every level. He's a fan of their tradition, but he doesn't recognize that this watch was pulled out of their collection from a 1929 watch that they already had. He thinks it was inspired by the Fitbit from 3 years ago.
And thinking that this is just bad on every level. Beyond the fact that I think it just undermines everything that the jump hour and this brand and this part of their heritage stands for. I also just think it's not attractive. It's not as nice as the Cartier Tank Guichet.
Oh, it's so much better. It's so much better than the Cartier Tank Guichet.
It
stands for
better.
I also just think it's not attractive.
Okay, so guys, take a look. This is the AP new frame jumping hour.
It's not as nice as the Cartier Tank Guichet.
And here is the Cartier Tank Guichet. This looks very brutalist and like a block of metal. It looks like a prison cell. It's like this lacks refinement. It lacks, I don't know. I don't think it's any contest. Let's see how things are doing in the poll. Let's get one more vote. Let's get the 30 votes in the poll. There's room for one more vote in the poll. Do you agree with Theo? Do you agree with Theo that the AP jump out is an atrocity? There's room for one more vote, and then we will call it. Quickly, vote. We're not doing anything until we get one more vote in the poll. We're literally not doing any other things. We'll just sit here. We will literally sit here and do nothing until we get one more vote in the poll. I can't end with 29 votes.
Boxer fan says that the JLC Reverso Tribute non-entième enamel shits all over this AP. I love this Reverso. You know, it's the one that has the jumping hour on the back. I have one big flaw, complaint with the JLC. The jumping hour is not a jumping hour. It's it's like the date window that 15 minutes before starts to gradually move to the right and then pops at 05.
Mhm.
And whereas like a date just where it's perfectly snaps at 12 o'clock. Yeah. So basically, JLC thought it was fine to put a shit jumping hour in this one, and I asked them, guys, this is really bad. Like, what was the decision behind this?
Mhm.
And they're like, it's more cost effective that way. So the real reason was like, oh, it's if we use the the perfectly snapping mechanism at 12 o'clock and whatever, it would use too much power. But
Mm.
yeah, I don't buy it. For me, it was cutting corners, and therefore
What do
I really don't like this piece.
What do you think of that special one, the one all the way on the right that has the
It sucks. Ew.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. It's just bad.
I just don't like that. Is aesthetically you don't like the design.
aesthetically, and to be honest, I hate when a watch is not symmetrical. And this one, you have to read it from the side. See the 10, it's sideways. Like, I don't like it.
Yeah, but I mean, in theory, like you have the watch on like this, maybe,
No,
looking at it.
Then you have to have your arm straight in front of you, and then read. Yeah, that would be really hard. I don't know how you.
What are you talking about? No, what do you mean? No, you're holding it like you're holding it like this, like this.
Yeah, but then the 10 is sideways.
Hold on a second.
Imagine this watch on your wrist, and then try to read it. You have to have your arm either vertically up or vertically down.
Let me pull up a big ass picture. No. Here we go. Check this out. Okay. I think you're right. Let me see here. Is this upside down? Okay, this guy is wearing it like this. He's wearing it, first of all, upside down on his left hand, right? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah.
He's wearing it upside down on his left hand, which, okay, so I should show a different picture because this is courtesy of the people at Hodinkee, which makes no sense. Let's find a different one. Okay, let's do this one. See how it makes sense? So this is how it would be on your wrist. Right.
Hey, wait a second.
No, you're right.
No, it's terrible.
It's terrible. Okay, it's terrible.
You have to either you have your hand vertically up or on the other way vertically down, which is terrible, to read the time, or you have to do like a sort of not so good gesture with your arm facing forward and try to read the time like that. It's not good. Very bad design.
Yeah. For a guy, I think this is referring to you. For a guy who loves horological history, Swiss somehow just left out the fact completely out of the video. Yeah, that this is about horological history. Thank you, Jen.
Oh, so Theo.
I was going to ascribe it to you. Let's keep going with the video. Let's keep going. Let's see what he says here.
Shay, I'm not even sure it's as nice as Nico's new Mon watch.
Ah, see the Mon. This is a cheap watch, but the flaw is in the execution. The windows are really, really small, especially the minutes window. It's really small. So these are computer generated images, by the way.
It's not as nice as the Cartier Tank Guichet. I'm not even sure it's as nice as Nico's new Mon watch. I'm honestly not even being cheeky. I don't think that this watch is
No, Theo's not being cheeky. He would never do that.
really any prettier than anything that any $2,000 brand would have done. I'm serious. I'm sure the construction is great. Whatever. That's not what it's all about. Okay, construction is extremely important, but design and the art of design and
Construction is extremely important. Oh man, he just goes off on these tangents.
culture is paramount. It is of paramount importance, and I think AP really missed the ball here. Will they sell some? I'm sure. Will they sell out? Depends on how many they made. Will, though, people 6 months, forget 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years down the road say, yeah, man, you see this? Awesome, right?
Yes, they'll have it as part of their collection, and they'll have it for decades.
I mean,
Killer.
people
And if they do
bought
say
and
that,
not
and that'll be a very small group.
the Cubitus, so I believe everything can be sold at the.
Yeah. Screenshot this, post it to Instagram. I'm going to do this. Listen, let's give Theo a little love here. I'm going to drop a direct link to Theo's video. I'm going to drop a direct link right here.
Let's be clear. It is totally fine for him to hate the watch, but he only brought subjective reasons. He didn't give us any objective argument why it is, a bad watch or a bad design. So to me, this video is trash.
I won't say that, but I will say subscribe to Theo and Harris. I dropped the link. By the way, we do play copyrighted content on this channel. We do so consistent with United States copyright law under fair use. Thank you very much. And look at this. Captain jumping in with a $10 super chat. Great analysis and content. OC and Swiss. Jesus. But nothing beats the facial expressions of Christian outside the Pottery Barn. Gold, Jerry, gold. Yeah, he didn't want to do it inside. He wanted to come out in the bitter cold and do it across the street from the Pottery Barn, which is a great backdrop. Thank you very much, Captain, for bringing up this video. We love to do the reaction videos, and somehow you nailed it. This is right in our wheelhouse here. Let's see if he's done or not, if it keeps going. By the way, screenshot this, post it on Instagram, send a link to Theo's video, send him a note, drop a comment in the video, and and tell him how much you love it.
Year, 2 years, 3 years down the road say, yeah, man, you see this? Awesome, right? Killer. And if they do say that, and that'll be a very awesome, right? Killer.
Great pause frame. That's nice.
Here we go. Here's the guys. Screenshot this. This encapsulates everything you want to know about Theo's opinion about the AP Neo Frame Jumping Hour from Audemars Piguet.
Killer. And
Guys.
if they do say that, and that'll be a very small group of people, everyone else that knows watches will be like,
Captain, it's gold, Jerry, gold.
cool, man. That's like showing someone the tramp stamp you got in jail. Okay, no bueno. Next, Piaget. And
nope. Okay, we're not going to cover Piaget. Yeah. Not going to do it. Swiss, thanks for coming on. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure.
By the way, do you agree with you that this AP jump hour is an atrocity? 60% of you said no. I mean, yes. 60% of you said yes. 60% said yes. 40% said no. Thank you for voting in the poll. For those of you watching on the replay, real quickly, again, Do you agree with Theo that this AP jump hour is an atrocity? 60% agreed. Yes. And 40% said no. And with that said, I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you, Captain, for the incredible super chats and the member chat. I want to thank Boxer fans as well for the $20 super chat. Thank you, Ghost Swedish Gambino, for the member chat. Chalk flew up for the member chat as well. Really appreciate you guys. Thanks for the participation. Thanks for the show of support. And thanks to Peruka for jumping on the panel. I'll turn you back loose to enjoy your weekend. In the United States, it's a holiday weekend. I think it's President's Day, plus it's Daytona 500 Sunday here in the United States. So the Daytona 500 is coming up right now. Let's see how you can watch the Daytona 500. It's coming up just a few minutes. How to watch the Daytona 500, and you can watch it on Fox. So in the United States, you can watch it on the Fox network. So tune into Fox right now, and you can check out, or you can tune into foxsports.com or the Fox app or Sling Blue or DirecTV, and tune into the Daytona 500 right now, guys. I want to thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Let's see. Should we remind people to reach for the crown? That's always fun, right? Remember, guys, reach for the crown. Have an amazing weekend. Jump on for a quick after show if you want to join me and Peruka for the after show.
And action.
Should we just keep going with this image on the screen?
What do you think?
Should we just keep going? All right, we'll end the show, guys. Jump on the panel, and we'll do a quick after show. Peace out.